Class 10 English Chapter 4 from the Diary of Annie Frank. Video disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. The content is based on the NCERT textbook and is intended to help students understand and learn effectively. All rights to the original text belong to NCERT. Introduction. Hello and welcome to Study Genius IQ. In today's video, we will cover Class 10 English Chapter 4 from the Diary of Annie Frank. This chapter is an excerpt from the famous Diary of Annie Frank, a Jewish girl who wrote about her experiences while hiding from the Nazis during World War II. In this video, we will cover chapter summary in English, detailed explanation in Hindi, all textbook questions and answers. So, stay tuned till the end for complete notes and solutions. Summary of the chapter. Annie Frank, a 13-year-old Jewish girl, started writing a diary when she and her family were forced into hiding to escape Nazi persecution during World War II. She considered her diary, which she named Kitty, as her best friend because she felt lonely despite having family members around her. Annie believed that people were often too impatient to listen to her thoughts, whereas paper could always listen without interruption. In her diary, Annie talks about her childhood, her family, and her school life before going into hiding. She describes her struggles at school, including her habit of talking too much, which often annoyed her teachers. Her math teacher, Mr. Keesing, punished her several times for talking in class and once asked her to write an essay titled, A Chatterbox. Instead of being upset, Annie took the punishment in a positive way and wrote a humorous essay explaining that talking was a natural trait inherited from her mother. Mr. Keesing, who had initially been strict, found her response amusing and assigned her more essays on similar topics, such as, An Incorrigible Chatterbox, and, Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Annie responded with creativity and wit, which eventually led Mr. Keesing to change his attitude towards her. He started appreciating her intelligence and sense of humor instead of punishing her. Through this diary entry, we see Annie Frank as a smart, humorous, and reflective young girl. Her writing shows her deep emotions, her longing for a true friend, and her ability to find joy even in difficult circumstances. The diary later became an important historical document, providing a first-hand account of the horrors of war and the resilience of a young girl caught in the middle of it. Chapter Explanation in Hindi. ये पाठ एनी फ्रैंक की प्रसिद्ध डायरी से लिया गया है, जो उन्होंने द्वितीय विश्व युद्ध के दौरान नाजी उत्पीड़न से बचने के लिए छिपते समय लिखी थी। एनी को लिखने का बहुत शौक था और वह अपने विचारों को खुलकर व्यक्त करना चाहती थी। उसने अपनी डायरी को किटी नाम दिया और इसे अपनी सबसे अच्छी दोस्त माना। एनी ने अपने स्कूल के अनुभव, दोस्तों के साथ संबंध और शिक्षकों के साथ अपनी बातचीत के बारे में लिखा। वह अपने गणित के शिक्षक मिस्टर कीजिंग से बहुत परेशान थी क्योंकि वह उसे बहुत बातूनी मानते थे। उन्होंने एनी को कई बार दंडस्वरूप निबंध लिखने को कहा, जैसे अ चैटरबॉक्स, एन इनकॉरेजिबल चैटरबॉक्स और क्वैक 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 सेड मिस्ट्रेस चैटरबॉक्स। लेकिन एनी ने इन निबंधों को मज़ेदार और रचनात्मक तरीके से लिखा, जिससे अंततः मिस्टर कीजिंग का रवैया बदल गया और उन्होंने एनी को दंड देना बंद कर दिया। इस पाठ में एनी की गहरी सोच, उसकी समझदारी और परिस्थितियों में भी खुश रहने की कला को दर्शाया गया है। अब हम इस अध्याय के महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न उत्तर पर चर्चा करेंगे। Oral Comprehension Check, page No. 51, Q1. What makes writing in a diary a strange experience for Annie Frank? Answer. Writing in a diary is a strange experience for Annie Frank because she has never written anything like that before. She also feels that no one would be interested in reading the thoughts of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Q2. Why does Annie want to keep a diary? Answer. Annie wants to keep a diary because she feels lonely and lacks a true friend with whom she can share her thoughts. She believes that writing in a diary will help her express her emotions freely. Q3. Why did Annie think she could confide more in her diary than in people? Answer. Annie thinks she can confide more in her diary than in people because she feels that people do not listen or understand her properly. She considers her diary, Kitty, as a close friend who will never judge or interrupt her. Oral Comprehension Check, page No. 51, Q1. Why does Annie provide a brief sketch of her life? Answer. Annie provides a brief sketch of her life because she believes that no one would understand her diary entries without knowing some background information about her family and her life. She wants to introduce herself properly before sharing her personal experiences. Q2. What tells you that Annie loved her grandmother? Answer. Annie loved her grandmother deeply, as shown when she expresses her sadness over her grandmother's passing. She mentions how she missed her terribly and even lit a candle in her memory on her birthday. This indicates her strong affection and emotional bond with her grandmother. Oral Comprehension Check, page No. 5-4. Q1. Why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Annie? What did he ask her to do? Answer. Mr. Keesing was annoyed with Annie because she was very talkative in class. As a punishment, he asked her to write an essay on the topic, a chatterbox, to make her realize the importance of being quiet. Q2. How did Annie justify her being a chatterbox in her essay? Answer. In her essay, Annie justified being a chatterbox by explaining that talking was a characteristic of students and that she had inherited this trait from her mother, who was also very talkative. She humorously argued that there was nothing she could do about it as it was a natural part of her personality. Q3. Do you think Mr. Keesing was a strict teacher? Answer. Mr. Keesing initially seemed strict because he did not tolerate Anne's excessive talking in class and punished her by giving essays. However, he also had a sense of humor, as seen when he enjoyed Anne's creative essays and eventually stopped punishing her. This shows that he was not overly strict but rather a fair and understanding teacher. Q4. What made Mr. Keesing allow Annie to talk in class? Answer. Mr. Keesing allowed Annie to talk in class after reading her third essay, in which she wrote a funny poem about a father swan who punished his talkative baby swans. The poem amused him, and he appreciated Anne's creativity. Instead of punishing her further, he started laughing at her work and even shared it with other students, allowing her to continue talking in class. Thinking about the text, page no. 51-52. Q1. Was Annie right when she said that the world would not be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl? Answer. No, Annie was not right in thinking that the world would not be interested in the thoughts of a 13-year-old girl. Her diary, The Diary of a Young Girl, became one of the most famous books in history. It provides a deep insight into the struggles of Jewish people during World War II and reflects Anne's intelligence, emotions, and hopes, which have touched millions of readers worldwide. Q2. There are some examples of diary or journal entries in the Before You Read section. Compare these with what Annie writes in her diary. What language was the diary originally written in? In what way is Anne's diary different? Answer. Anne's diary was originally written in Dutch. Unlike typical diary entries, which focus on daily events, Anne's diary is more personal and emotional. She treats her diary as a friend, Kitty, and shares her innermost thoughts, fears, and experiences. Her writing is expressive and reflects her deep understanding of human emotions, making her diary different from regular journal entries. Q3. Why does Annie need to give a brief sketch about her family? Does she treat Kitty as an insider or an outsider? Answer. Annie provides a brief sketch of her family because she believes that without background information, her diary entries might not make sense to readers. She treats her diary, Kitty, as an insider, a trusted friend to whom she can express everything without hesitation. Q4. How does Annie feel about her father, her grandmother, Mrs. Couperus, and Mr. Keesing? What do these tell you about her? Answer. A. Annie deeply loves and respects her father and considers him her role model. B. She misses her grandmother and remembers her fondly. C. She has warm memories of Mrs. Couperus, her headmistress, and was emotional when they parted. D. She finds Mr. Keesing strict but later appreciates his sense of humor. These feelings show that Annie is affectionate, observant, and values relationships. Q5. What does Annie write in her first essay? Answer. Anne's first essay, titled A Chatterbox, was assigned by Mr. Keesing as punishment for her talkative nature. In it, she humorously argued that talking is a trait she inherited from her mother and that it is a natural characteristic of students. She made her argument convincingly, which amused Mr. Keesing. Q6. Annie says teachers are most unpredictable. Is Mr. Keesing unpredictable? How? Answer. Yes, Mr. Keesing is unpredictable. At first, he was strict and often punished Annie for talking too much. However, after reading her humorous essays, he changed his attitude, laughed at her creativity, and even allowed her to talk in class. This unexpected change in his behavior shows that he is not as rigid as he initially seemed. Q7. What do these statements tell you about Annie Frank as a person? We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. Answer. This shows Anne's maturity and self-awareness. She acknowledges that her relationship with others might be lacking, and she is willing to reflect on her own role in it. I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would, but I want the diary to be my friend. Answer. This highlights Anne's unique approach to diary writing. She treats it as a confidant rather than just a record of events, showing her deep emotional intelligence. Margot went to Holland in December, and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. Answer. This statement reflects Anne's playful and humorous nature. Even while narrating serious events, she maintains a sense of lightheartedness. IV. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back, but teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Answer. This shows Anne's sharp observation and humor. She playfully criticizes both her classmate and her teachers, indicating her ability to express opinions boldly. V. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. Answer. This demonstrates Anne's intelligence and creativity. She knows how to use words effectively and enjoys constructing logical arguments, even in humorous situations. Thinking about the language. Compound words. Match the compound words under A with their meanings under B. Use each in a sentence. A. Compound word, B. Meaning. 1. Heartbreaking, producing great sadness. 2. Homesick, missing home and family very much. 3. Blockhead, an informal word which means a very stupid person. 4. Law-abiding, obeying and respecting the law. 5. Overdo, do something to an excessive degree. 6. Daydream, think about pleasant things, forgetting about the present. 7. Breakdown, an occasion when vehicles, machines stop working. 8. Output, something produced by a person, machine, or organization. Sentences. 1. The movie's ending was so heartbreaking that I couldn't stop crying. 2. After moving to another country, I felt homesick for my family. 3. He is such a blockhead that he couldn't understand a simple instruction. 4. A law-abiding citizen always follows traffic rules. 5. If you overdo exercise, it might harm your body. 6. During class, I often daydream about my summer vacation. 7. The car had a breakdown in the middle of the road. 8. The factory's output has increased due to new technology. Phrasal verbs. Look up the meanings of the following phrasal verbs in a dictionary. 1. Plunge, right, in, to start doing something eagerly without hesitation. 2. Kept back, to withhold something or prevent someone from moving forward. 3. Ramble on, to talk or write in a confused or lengthy way. 4. Get along with, to have a friendly relationship with someone. Find the sentences in the lesson that have the following phrasal verbs. Match them with their meanings. Phrasal verb meaning. 1. Plunge in, go straight to the topic. 2. Kept back, not promote. 3. Move up, go to the next grade. 4. Ramble on, speak or write without focus. 5. Get along with, have a good relationship with. 6. Calm down, make them remain quiet. 7. Stay in, stay indoors. 8. Make up for, compensate. 9. Hand in, give an assignment, homework, to a person in authority, the teacher. Idioms. 1. Our entire class is quaking in its boots. Meaning, feeling very scared or nervous. Sentence. The students were quaking in their boots before the big exam. 2. Until then, we keep telling each other not to lose heart. Meaning, not to lose hope. Sentence. Even after losing the match, the coach told the players not to lose heart. 3. Mr. Keesing was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. Meaning, for a very long time. Sentence. I waited for ages for the bus to arrive. 4. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I'd make sure the joke was on him. Meaning, the prank backfired on him. Sentence. He tried to embarrass me, but in the end, the joke was on him. Use the following idioms in your own sentences. 1. Caught my eye, the beautiful painting in the museum caught my eye. 2. He'd had enough after hours of arguing, he finally said he'd had enough. 3. Laugh ourselves silly, we watched a comedy movie and laughed ourselves silly. 4. Can't bring myself to, I can't bring myself to tell her the bad news. Idiomatic expressions with heart. 1. Break somebody's heart, to make someone very sad. Sentence. It would break my heart if you moved away. 2. Close, dear to heart, something very important or special. Sentence. The memories of my childhood home are dear to my heart. 3. From the bottom of your heart, with deep sincerity. Sentence. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. 4. Have a heart, to be compassionate. Sentence. Have a heart and help the poor man. 5. Have a heart of stone, to be very unkind or cold-hearted. Sentence. The cruel landlord seemed to have a heart of stone. 6. Your heart goes out to somebody, to feel sympathy for someone. Sentence. My heart goes out to the victims of the earthquake. Contracted forms. Make a list of contracted forms in the text and rewrite them as full forms. Contracted form, full form. I have. Can't, cannot. She is. I'd, I had, I would. He'd he, had he would, didn't did not, won't will not, it's it is it has, doesn't does not. Conclusion. That was the complete explanation of Chapter 4 from the Diary of Annie Frank. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Study Genius IQ for more such educational content. Also, let me know in the comments which chapter you want next. See you in the next video. Happy learning.